Good day, all. My name is Lamont Bass, and today I will be your presenter for a presentation titled Visualizing Hypotheses Testing. Today's agenda: one is hypothesis testing. Number two is null and alternate hypotheses with four separate tests. First one is to test for a mean. Second one, compared two groups. Third one is efficiency comparison. And the last of the four is correlational test. Moving on in our agenda to number three, we will review the hypotheses. Number four, I will give you my takeaways. Number five, present a conclusion. So we look at our first visualization, which is to test for a mean. Our test research question states, on average, are the widgets from Acme Widget Company defect free? We derived a null hypothesis, which states, in a 100 unit sample, the widgets from Acme Widget Company are defect free. The alternative hypothesis states, in a 100 unit sample, the widgets from Acme Widget Company are not defect free. Visualization number two will be comparing two groups. Fraction of teams that are home run hitters compared to the number of home runs. Our research question states, does the average major league team have more home run hitters than its corresponding minor league team? We derived a null hypothesis that states the average major league team has more home run hitters than its corresponding minor league team, and an alternative hypothesis which states the average major league team does not have more home run hitters than its corresponding minor league team. So look at visualization number three, which is an efficiency comparison. Our research question states the efficiency curves of the red and blue teams were recorded. Do the teams have equal mean efficiencies? As you look at your screen, you'll see the two comparisons. And we derived a null hypothesis which states the red and blue teams have equal mean efficiencies, and an alternative hypothesis which states the red and blue teams do not have equal mean efficiencies. Visualization number four, which is a correlation test. And it reads, a German study tested how large industrial use vans utilized gasoline. One of their analysis plotted mile per gallon versus the weight of the various vans in the study. After plotting the data on a scatter plot, the researchers performed a correlational test and found a significant correlation. However, they forgot to state their hypothesis test in their published paper. The important question reads, what were the study's null and alternative hypotheses? Our null hypothesis states the more an industrial vehicle weighs, the more miles per gallon achieved. The alternative hypothesis states the more the industrial vehicle weighs, the less miles per gallon achieved. After concluding our test, the important takeaways. Subject 1, creating hypothesis test. The importance of critical thinking in the relationship between two variables or comparing two groups. Subsections, directional hypotheses, which is an educated conjecture as to the direction of the relationship or differences among variables, which could be positive or negative, or more or less repetitively. Second subsection is non-directional hypothesis, which is an educated conjecture of a relationship between two variables, the directionality of which cannot be guessed. Number two, takeaway from creating hypothesis tests: the process of identifying each of the four hypothesis variables to establish their relationships in the theoretical framework. Subsections contain foundation and the basis. Also, it is logically developed. Moving on to using visualizations and the takeaways involved with that. Number one, visualizations offer a physical allotment of technicalities of informed decision-making through the aid of a picture. Subsections covered simplifying the translation of information, and it presents a clear direction for easier comprehension. Second takeaway from using visualizations is the usage of visualizations arms the presenter with a hands-on deliverable for the intended audience to follow. Subsections include chronicled and formatted presentations and increased deliverability. That concludes my presentation. I thank you for watching, and I am available for any questions or further discussions via the CIU student portal. Thank you and have a good day.